Hi, I'm Mary Shoemaker, and for this report, I'm going to be showing something I learned on my internship, which is how to make a door family in Revit that can open and close. This is particularly useful for interior renderings because sometimes you can find a preloaded door that will work for you, but you might want it partially open so you can see into the next room. And so to do that, you just go to open a new family. You'll want to pick the door template because it already has quite a few parameters that'll help you with that. And the first thing we need to do here, so we have the door opening already set in place and it automatically generates a frame for us, which for this we're going to take out the default frame because it'll just confuse the issue because we're going to be doing some things with reference planes and lines. If you try this and want to add a frame back in afterwards, it's extremely easy to do that. Alright, the first step, create a reference line. And you'll want to center it on this side of the door frame. I'm setting it to 3 feet because that's already the length of the door we have. The second step is to align it with the reference planes controlling the door. This is so when the door swings open and closed, it doesn't pop off its hinges and move backwards and forwards because that is not what we want to do here. So you'll want to grab the end point of the reference line, not the reference line itself, to lock it in so that it can still turn even though one end of it is locked to the reference planes. Alright, then we need to test it and make sure that worked. Safely locked in. So then we need to go to setting a reference plane and pick the reference line we just made. Check that it's set that way. And then we can start creating the actual door panel. So you'll want to do a rectangle, start at the end point of your door panel. It offers us a lot of locking options, but you'll only want to pick locking it to the reference line. That means it can move back and forth still. We're going to set these parameters to the width and thickness of the door. We're going to go into family types and change that thickness to the standard for doors, which is 1 3/4 inches. And then close. And here's the moment of truth. This step only works the first time about 50% of the time, so let's see if it works for us today. Creating an angle dimension. And there's no parameter for the door swing as of yet, so we need to create one. That flipped it over backwards, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Alright, and then you set it to 45 degrees, and that is working for us. So let's check it out in a 3D view. So there you have a door panel. It's very short at this point, so we need to go to the extrusion end, change it to the height of the door, and there you have a door. You can change the door swing to, by using the family types, to whatever size you want. We can do 65 or 23. And this is really good because, as we were mentioning before, there are some pre-built door types in Revit, but often they are not exactly what you envisioned for your project. And when you know how to do this, it also helps to customize your projects and make it look more professional.